Our starting pitcher in this one, Jose Barrios. What should we keep an eye on here?
He's someone you can rely on to provide quality innings in almost every one of his starts, Boog. He knows how to command the mound. His stuff is good, and sometimes it's even better than good. If he gets off to a fast start, look out. It could be a tough day for this lineup.
Here's Byron Buxton. Just getting started here in Toronto. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
You know, variant speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location. But the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
Got the bat going too soon, it's strike 2. Foul ball left side, he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
2 down, nobody on. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there.
Back now in Toronto. And on the hill for the Twins, Joe Ryan. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport singing.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
What a stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. Game 1 of the American League Championship Series. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Matt Wallner. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. And that drops in for a strike. The strategy around starting pitchers in the postseason, it's really changed in recent years. Managers are pulling starters earlier, making a strong bullpen essential for a championship team. And he walked him. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Yeah, I think with starting pitchers, they're not going as deep in the postseason because managers aren't willing to let them get knocked around and put a game out of reach. Most skippers have a quicker hook this time of the year.
So up next for Minnesota, Cody Clemens. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Sinker. Low middle. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Contreras headed home. He'll score on the board first. It's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And that'll do it. The Jays push across a run on this double. It's now 1-0. This is the American. Back here at Rogers Center, and now for the Jays, Kazuma Okamoto. This one in the air center field. Buxton should have this one. And there's one down. The 3-1. And there's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Base knock right field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Swung on, belted. That one carrying. And it is gone. A shot to the opposite field. And that's how they take the lead. It's 3-1.
Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting the ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, and he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
Next to hit, Jesus Sanchez. That one to first. Contreras takes it himself, got the out. 2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here in Game 1 of the ALCS. That one found hard the other way. Swings through that. Gets to it, on to first. He's in there. Now the left fielder, Spencer Steer. Quick move to first, and he's back in safely. Clement, the runner at first with 2 gone. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tart of a fastball.
1-2 now. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Went back to the sweeper, and it was effective. 3-run shot for the Jays this inning. Top half of the 3rd inning, and now for the Twins, Brooks Lee.
Big-time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
And a swing and a miss. Now 1 away. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Line drive, and it stays fair. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. So Buxton gets a chance to hit now. Byron Buxton, former 2nd overall pick back in 2012, right after Carlos Correa became the first pick in that draft. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. Here goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off.
And that is that. Bottom of the inning. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Hit softly on the ground to third. Long throw to first. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning. Ball to strike. The pitch. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. And next for Toronto, Kazuma Okamoto. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Blue Jays. Game 1 of the American League Championship Series. Now the Minnesota cleanup hitter, Matt Wallner.
Well, these Twins doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And he can't come up with it. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Everything came together for him. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat.
Nice grab. 2 aboard with 1 out. And next for Minnesota, Cody Clemens. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot. Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Varsho on his way over. He hauls it in. 2 away. 2 on, 2 outs. And the count 1-2. On the ground to the left. Jimenez. They take the force out, and that will end the inning. 2 left on. We're midway in the 4th. Bottom 4, and now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. On a line, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. In the air, right field. Bader settles under it. And there's one down. 1 out, man at first. Digging in, Andres Jimenez. This one in the air, center field. Buxton under it. And there's 2 down. Base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Grounds one to short. Out number 3. Blue Jays. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Low inside. Sinker.
The 1-2. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Luke Keeschel getting ready to hit. In the air, left field. And there's 1 away.
Up next for Minnesota, center fielder Byron Buxton.
That misses the zone. Ball 2. And that's downstairs and outside. Man at first, 1 away. And ball 4 there. Tying run is on base.
Up next for the Twins, left fielder Brandon Nimmo.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 2-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, just about to hit that century mark.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Grabs it right up against the wall. Tying run is at first. Here in game 1 of the ALCS. That's back. He flexes his power with that swing, and the Twins have the lead now. It's 4-3.
You see how he stays square to the plate. He takes a breaking ball that's away, gets around it, gets it up in the air, and hits a long home run.
And that's the 3rd out. Back now in Toronto. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Spencer Steer. And a 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Whips it across, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Here's a 1-1. Up the middle, Keeschel. The throw to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. And next for Toronto, Addison Barger. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Fights it off. He'll see another. 1-2 now. Got him swinging for the K. The high heat, too much. Back here at Rogers Center. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. Cody Clemens, the next twin up to hit. This one in the air, center field. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of the ALCS. That one ran inside, almost got him. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 3. And that's ball 4.
Take your base, ball 4.
Brooks Lee, the next twin up to hit. On the ground at first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Well, we go bottom 6. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Kazuma Okamoto. The 1-1. Late on that fastball. Up and in. And the count's even at 2. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Man at first with 1 gone. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Rudder takes off. Strike in there. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position. That's smashed towards center. He's got it. Runner tags at second. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Eric Lauer.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Into center field, that'll fall for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Byron Buxton, runner on the go. Lined, and that's a base hit. Keishel, round second on his way to third. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Ground ball up the middle, and a base hit knocks in a run.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Matt Wallner. Certainly a factor in this one thanks to his 3-run blast back in the 5th.
Well, definitely one of the most impactful swings of the game. A big reason why they're working with the lead and looking to add to it right here, Boog.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just
swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance, and that is foul.
Way out front of that inside pitch there. Just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think.
And that's the 3rd out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Cole Sands.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Up the middle. That's a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he...
Runner takes off. Ripped into left center for a base hit. Nimmo quickly gets it back in. And it's now first and second to start the inning. First and second, no outs. Ernie Clement digs in now. Here's a 1-1. Bunting, and he pops it up. Makes the grab. The Twins trying to protect a 2-run lead here in the late stages of game one. Up the middle. Makes the catch for the second out. And a big spot here for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming around third is Jimenez. He'll score easily, and they trail by one.
Well, there you go.
New pitcher on here, Jason Foley.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Two on, two outs. Out towards right center field. Bader on the move to the alley. And that will end the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Tommy Nance.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Vic Caratini at the plate. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Swerve. Middle inside. Swerve. Middle inside.
Got him swinging.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him off. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's what he definitely should have laid off of.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Foul tip straight back, and that squared him up in the mask. That didn't feel good. There's a swing and a drive. And foul ball. Good job to fight that one off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game one of the ALCS.
That's inside.
High fly ball, right field. Barger under it. And that is that. Game one of the American League Championship Series. Bottom of the 8th. Kazuma Okamoto now at the plate. The Twins holding on to a 1-run lead here in the late stages of game one. And that one fouled off. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout.
Up next for the Blue Jays, catcher
At the plate, Alejandro Kirk. Line to the right center field. That's a base hit. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
Showed a willingness.
So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Ryan Helsley. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. Blue Jays down a run here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Making a move at first. Coming on to pinch run for Toronto. Miles Straw opting for a faster runner as they try to tie this thing up. Helsley keeping him close.
He's got plus speed, but in this situation, all eyes are going to be over there trying to keep his lead tight.
Runner on the go. Cut on and miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Went back to the slider, and it was. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tyler Rogers. Leading off, Luke Diesel. On the ground, Jimenez gets it to first, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Got him. 2 away. So up next for Minnesota, Brandon Nimmo. Out to short, Jimenez. And the inning is over. Back now in Toronto. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Jesus Sanchez. One-run game, bottom 9. Out to short, Lee. Throws to first in time. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. Twins trying to close out a 1-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And a swing and a miss.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Blue Jays have just 1 out left here.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Now at the plate, Spencer Steer. This one in the air, center field. And that'll wrap it up. The Twins take game 1 on the road.
Well, someone from the bullpen had to come in, get a big out, and then had a little time to think about it before he went back out to get the final 3 outs of this ball game. Nonetheless, outstanding job to get the save and secure the win for his team.
From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, we've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Minnesota Twins and the Toronto Blue Jays. And our starting pitcher here today, Dylan Cease. What do you have on him, Chris?
He has great stuff, Boog, but what I love most is his drive. You know, when he takes the ball, he's going to give you everything he's got and try to pitch deep into the ball game. He's a true competitor, which makes it easy for his teammates to play hard for him. We're not going to see him take many pitches off, I can promise you that.
So a man on base to start the inning. Here's Byron Buxton, the 1-1. Can't make contact with the sweeper. And down on strikes, and there's 1 down. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good.
They get the force, third out, and that ends. Back now in Toronto. And now here's the starter for Minnesota, Simeon Woods-Richardson. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him? Spencer Steer getting ready to hit. In the air to left center. Nimmo has a beat on it. Takes it in for the out. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's two gone.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
2 outs, base is empty. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays.
But when you come off a tough one-run loss in the postseason, you'll be looking back at the opportunities that you missed.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Scoreless after 1. Second game of the ALCS. And now for the Twins, Wilson Contreras. Swings through that. Chris, you and I have gotten to work some memorable postseason games together. One I look back on, 2013 ALCS Game 2, the David Ortiz Grand Slam. Got him. That K is his third of the game. Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
For me, Boog, a game I remember is us calling the 2014 AL wildcard game. The Kansas City Royals hosting the Oakland A's. The Royals come from behind to win in extra innings and move on to the division series. They had such a great run that it ended up in the World Series losing to the San Francisco Giants.
Vic Caratini at the plate.
Sinker.
And now it's 1-2. Got him swinging. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Kazuma Okamoto. Outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
That clips the corner. Eric Summersgill with home plate duty of this one. Kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
You know, I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But, yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Hey, no pitcher's going to argue at all.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Laced to right center, base hit. Lead runner around second. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
All over that one right there. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. A 1-1. Hit softly on the ground to third. Clemens. Keyshaw for one. And a run scores on the double play.
First and third, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Batting 8.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
In the air, out towards left center, and the inning is over. Second game of the ALCS. And now for the Twins, Brooks Lee. Oh, great stop. And they get the out.
Knuckle curve.
Here's a 1-1. And there's a foul ball.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Up next for the Twins, center fielder Byron Buxton.
And next for Minnesota, Byron Buxton. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Low outside.
Swings through it for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Here's a high chopper. Whips it across. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left fielder Spencer
1-1 down. In the air, right field. Bader on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. 2 down, nobody on.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Blue Jays on to the 4th. And now for the Twins, Brandon Nimmo. Out towards right center field. Varsho under it. And there's 1 down. The Jays leading by a run. Top half of inning number 4. Late with the swing there.
Sinker. Low outside.
Nice grab. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Here's Contreras now. Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now for the Jays, Addison Barger.
Addison Barger.
To the right side. Contreras takes it to the bag, and 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. In the air, foul off first. Contreras under it, and he's got it. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Got him looking for the K. Make it 4 strikeouts for him. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Low outside.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Slider.
The 1-2. And that's the strikeout looking. Strikeout number 8. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. So digging in, Cody Clemens. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Got him swinging. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Probably showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all of the strikeouts, they kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the...
And that's the 3rd out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. On the ground to 3rd, and that one handled. Tosses to 1st, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. The 2-1. Late on that fastball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 2-2 on the way. And that one upstairs. Got a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. 2 down, bases empty. Jesus Sanchez digs in now. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Back here at Rogers Center. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. Brooks Lee will hit next. That one is absolutely belted. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up. Looked like he got a little excited on that fastball.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. So up next, Byron Buxton. There's a swing and a miss. And there's a base hit to left. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Inside.
That's inside.
And the count is 3-1. Buxton on the run. Cut on and missed. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, in the postseason, I'd say we see more teams playing for 1 run.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the run.
That one is absolutely belted. Gone. A 3-run dinger. And the Twins have the lead now. It's 3-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Way out front for strike 2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. This homer cuts into Toronto's deficit. It's now a 3. Bottom of the 6th. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. The 1-1. This one in the air right field. Grabs it on the run. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
That clips the zone. That's strike 2. Guerrero not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. And that one was indeed a strike. Still 1 challenge left for them. 2 down, nobody on. That one off the mark. And the count now even up. And now it's 3-2. Addison Barger waiting for a turn at the plate. Set down on strikes. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. Down to the bullpen for the Jays, Brendan Little. So here's Bader now. Hit hard on the ground to short. Fires over to Guerrero. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Sinker. Middle outside.
Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Overhand curve.
The 1-2.
Low mid.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Overhand curve.
Another 1-2. Popped up. Clement should have this one. 2 down. And now the Twins catcher, Victor Caratini. Hit on the ground to short. In plenty of time to first. That is the inning. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Cole Sands. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And a 1-1. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
He was all over that one. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And now, Kazuma Okamoto. Hot shot, and he can't knock it down. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
The 2-1. And that one ripped to left. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded. Taylor Rogers on the pitch out of the pen here.
Really tough spot to come into out of the bullpen. Bases loaded with multiple outs to get in a tight ball game.
Grounder might be 2. There's 1. They get the out, but the run scores on the Twin killing.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play's kind of a rally killer.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Runner from third comes across, and this game is tied in the 7th. In with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
High fly ball out towards left field. That one back there, and that's a foul ball. Man on second, 2 down. Line drive, base hit. Coming around third is Jimenez. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take the lead in the 7th. Here's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. The 1-1. Hard hit to third. They take the force out, and that is that.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tyler Rogers. Guerrero. He'll do it himself, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. So digging in, Luke Keeschel. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's 2 down. The Blue Jays trying to hold a 1-run lead here in Game 2 of the American League Championship Series. That's outside. 3 balls and a strike. And the tying run is on base.
Up next for Minnesota, left fielder.
Here's Brandon Nimmo.
Typically,
Buxton on the run. Line drive to short and caught. Twins wind up. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jason Foley. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. George Springer. 2-1 now. Up the middle, Keeschel. To first, 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight. Two down, nobody on. And a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Here's the third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto. Ball to strike. Grounds one to short. Lee slings to first, and that is that. Second game of the ALCS. Now it's the Twins DH, Matt Wallner. Ground ball up the middle. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And now Bader up to the plate. Gets him to chase after that one.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations.
Oh, that ball finds its way into the outfield. A base hit. To the plate. Save. And we are tied. Swings through that one for strike two. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. The Twins with the go-ahead run standing at second here in the late stages of game two. In the dirt. Well done behind the dish.
4-seam fastball.
3-2. Payoff pitch. And they're all loaded up. Here's the catcher, Victor Caratini. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. One runs in. Now a second crosses the plate. It's 6-4.
Well, this game is tied no more. Big time swing of the bat to drive in two. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the second baseman, Luke Keeschel. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. New pitcher now for the Jays, Jimmy Garcia.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
Hit in the air, left field. Springer gets under it, and there's two down. Sweeper. 2 on, 2 outs. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper. Chop to third. They get the force, and that's the inning. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Ryan Helsley.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
To the right side, gets to it with a slide. And that's a great play for the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. That's to third, Clemens. Blue Jays have just 1 out left here. Two down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Helsley is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, all game, this team had to battle with that 10th man. Those fans making a lot of noise, but they took the lead in the 9th inning, quieted things down, and were able to get those final 3 outs in the bottom.
From Target Field in Minneapolis, we've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Minnesota Twins. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaum. And towing the slab, Pablo Lopez. What should we keep an eye on here?
Boogie pitched into the 7th, earned the W in his last start. He really needed that one. Well, his team needs another one today. We'll see if he can carry that performance into this game.
The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
So up next, Addison Barger. 2 down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Misses the sweeper. So he's able to reach first base despite the strikeout, and that extends the inning. Kind of a tough turn of events for the defense there.
Yeah, that's maybe a little bit of a morale killer. For a second, you think you're about to go hit, but really quickly you have to refocus and be ready for the next play. We'll see if they can work around it.
1-2 now. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. We go to the bottom of the first, and the starter for Toronto, Kevin Gausman. What do you have on him?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Takes it in for the out. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. Here's Byron Buxton. Way out front for strike 2. This one in the air right field, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
Takes it in for the out.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider. This one in the air center field. Varsho under this one. And that'll do it. Here in Game 3 of the American League Championship Series. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. The pressure is high for the players in the postseason, but maybe even higher for the managers. Every decision you make is critical to the success of the team and to your own reputation. He's got it. 1 down. No score here in the second.
Well, for better or worse, managers are remembered for what they do in the postseason. Pull the right strings, they might build a statue of you someday. One bad decision, and you might be updating your resume. You got to be sharp.
2 down. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. 2 down, nobody on. There's a swing and a miss.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Struck him out swinging. He's notched 4 strikes. Back in Minnesota. And now for the Twins, Wilson Contreras. That one missed. Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. And he held back, according to Dave Lawrence. Contreras gets his lead at first with nobody out. And a big swing and a miss. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Gets it there in time, though, so they get the first out of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Cody Clemens. And it stays fair. Contreras headed home. He'll score, and they've taken the lead here in Game 3.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Swing at a ground ball. Tosses to first. Now 2 away. And next for Minnesota, Brooks Lee. Just off the inside edge. Next one misses. 3 balls and a strike. Makes the catch. Inning over. And the Twins plate 1 on the double. It's an early 1-0 lead. Back at Target Field. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. That one fouled off. In the air, foul off first. And there's 1 down. On the ground, right side. On to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Spencer Steer digs in now. This one in the air, center field. Buxton has a beat on it. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the Twins leadoff guy, Luke Keeschel. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. The 1-1. Swing and a miss at a slider. That one lifted to left. Steer settles underneath it. Makes the grab.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
1 out man at first. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Swung on, belted. Carrying well. Out of here. A 2-run shot, and they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0. Swings through that one for strike 2. That's down and in. A slider missed. Two runs across in the inning here in Game 3 of the ALCS. Swing and a ball lifted left field. 2 away now. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. A little out front there as he swings through it. And a breaking ball misses outside. Got him swinging. But the Twins bring in 2 on the homer. It's now back in Minnesota. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Right side, Keishel. To first, leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. The Twins leading by 3, top half of inning number 4. Back up the middle and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Now here is Kazuma Okamoto. Here's the 2-2. This one in the air, center field. 2 down. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. Back in target field. And now for the Twins, Harrison Bader. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. On the ground to the left. Fires over to Guerrero. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. Singy, here's a look at his pitch breakdown for the game.
Well, he's known for that 4-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. Been a bit shaky out there, though, so maybe he should try something else.
There's a swing and a drive. Out of here, a home run off the foul pole. He leads the yard to right, and they boost their lead. It's 4-0.
Off the bat, it looked like it had plenty of distance, but there was just no telling if it was going to stay fair. He really hooked that thing down the right field line. But good thing that big pole was there to let us know. Could have very easily just been a long strike.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Twins get 1 on this homer. It's now a 4-0. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. 1 up, 1 down. Here's George Springer. The 1-1. In the air, center field. Buxton on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
2 down, nobody on. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now pitching for
Braden Fisher gets the call from the pen.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
1 away. Now the number 2 hitter, Byron Buxton. Next offering is fouled back.
Overhand curve.
2-2.
Inside.
Got him. Now 2 out.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the...
Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game. And here is Daniel Susak. Ground ball right side. Oh, nice play. Nicely done for the out.
Nice diving stop right there. Gets the out. Great reactions. Excellent job of finishing the play with a nice, easy throw.
The 1-1. In the air, left field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. 2 gone now.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead.
Got him looking. Picks up strikeout number 7. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Mason Fluhart.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Sweeper. Middle inside.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Brings it back on a leaping catch. Wow.
A lot of room in the center field area, and that's why he knows he's got a chance to run it down and make a great play. Leaps at the fence. Excellent job. Robs the...
Here in Game 3 of the American League Championship Series. And now for the Jays, Addison Barger. Line drive, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
This one in the air. Keishel drifts towards it. And there's 2 down. Here's Andres Jimenez. Ball to strike. The pitch. Late on that fastball.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
And they'll do it again. Got him. With number 9 for him in this game. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Eric Lauer. Swings through that.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Good job to fight that one off. The 1-2. Swing and a pop-up. 1 down. Vic Caratini at the plate. On the ground. And foul ball. Swung on, popped up left side. Jimenez under it. Out. Number 2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of Game 3. This to center field. Dives and makes the catch. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Anthony Bonda.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Hard hit left side. Slings to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. Ball to strike. Foul ball. That's to third. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the catcher, Daniel.
2 down, nobody on. Here in Game 3 of the ALCS. Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Dan Altavilla, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Oviedo warming up as well. Strike 2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Back in Minnesota, on to the bottom of the 8th, Luke Diesel getting ready to hit.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Base knock center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
1-2 now. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. So up next for Minnesota, Brandon Nimmo. His 2-run homer back in the 3rd was an important swing of the bat in this one.
Yeah, there's no doubt he helped set the tone fairly early, and certainly part of the reason why they've got the lead right now.
2 down.
Well, that's a tough play for the infielder ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
This one in the air center field. Varsho under it. And the inning is over. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Spencer Steer. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Bader takes it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Just a slow ground ball this time. Now the throw to first on the run. Pretty nice play there. Derek Shelton. On the mound now for the Twins, Dan Altavilla. He's into the game with the bases empty. So it's their last chance in this one. Addison Barger. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Line drive, base hit, right center field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. The 1-1 is fouled off. One strike away. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two on, 2 outs.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
Stays alive. The 1-2. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Battling here as he fouls it away. remains 2-2. Got him. Ball game.
This team has been truly dominant in the series. Up now 3-0. Pretty demoralizing on the other side. You want to get this thing over as quickly as possible. So stay focused, come back for the next game, and close out this series.
From one Twins way in Minneapolis, welcome inside Target Field. We've got the American League champion. And on the hill in this one, Taj Bradley. What do we have on him? Just about ready to roll. Spencer Steer now at the plate. Swing and a ball popped up. Caratini in position. One away.
Batting second, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero.
Here's a 1-1. Vlad swings, drives one deep left field. That one carrying. And gone! A solo shot. The Blue Jays on the board first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you've got to love the effort and left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
2 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Kazuma Okamoto. 2 down, nobody on. That one lifted to left. Nimmo moving under this one. And that is that. But the Twins do get one back on this solo homer. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And towing the slab, Trey Savage. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Nope. Very dominant his last time out. Picked up the win. Only allowed 1 run. These guys would love to see him back on his game in this one.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. Here's Byron Buxton. High fly ball down the left field line. That's going back. Back some more. Gone! So he goes yard to left. And they tie it up. It's 1-1.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of more to come.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Gets it to first. He's out. 2 down, base is empty. Matt Wallner, the next Twin up to hit. And a swing and a miss there. That one ripped right center field. Out of here! He'll circle the bases. It's their second home run of the inning, and it gives them the lead in the first. It's 2-1.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results.
Inning over. But 2 round trippers. Fourth game of the ALCS. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. And that one ripped to left. One down. Let's talk about great individual postseasons. One that really sticks out to me is Ricky Anderson in 1989. He hit .441 with 3 homers and 11 stolen bases, leading Oakland to a World Series championship. Fastball right back to the mound. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down to the top of the second. Here's Andres Jimenez. 2 down, nobody on. Liner snagged at first. Back in Minnesota. And now for the Twins, Harrison Bader. On the ground to third. Throws to first in time. And quickly one away in the second. Swings through that. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. He keeps it down. It's just so tough to put wood on.
Got him. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Jesus Sanchez. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Nimmo under it. And there's one down. One down. And that one is lifted in the air. He's got it. 2 down. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Here's the left fielder, Spencer Steer. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it onto first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Bottom of the inning, and now for the Twins, Brooks Lee.
Nope, that's inside.
Splitter, low outside. Splitter, low middle.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Slider, low inside.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
That misses the zone. Ball 3.
Middle center.
And he walked him. First and second, no outs. Byron Buxton, the next Twin up to hit. The 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him on base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone. If he can put
this one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Out of here. That'll fire up the dugout, and they boost their lead. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Stays alive. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really tight bite on that slider and just couldn't get the barrel to it out front. You've got to try to pull those hands tight to the body to get it through. And I'm thinking he probably wanted that pitch to end up even more inside to keep it out of the danger zone. But it had enough late break and deception to get the job done. Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game. And
oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Out of here. Wilson Contreras blasts one out. Second home run of the inning for him. And now Bader up to the plate.
Well, they've been able to score 4.
Manager out of the... A new arm into the game. The righty, Jimmy Garcia. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Inning over. Although plenty of damage done. But 2 rounds. Got him swinging for the K. Had him out front for strike 3.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto. In the air to left center. Buxton on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Tommy Nance. Back at target field. The spray chart shows us an impressive power display from this lineup. 4 homers so far.
Yeah, they've been sending them out all over the yard, Boog. Doesn't seem like there's anywhere for these pitchers to hide.
And a 1-2. To third. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Vic Caratini at the plate. And that one hammered. And a foul ball. Chopped left side. And it stays fair. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
It's a hit, and the ball hitting the bag definitely played a factor. Those moments can go either way, and it seemed to work out for the offense in that spot.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. This one in the air center field. Varsho has a beat on it, and there are 2 outs. Back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Luke Keeschel will hit next. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 4th game of the ALCS. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. The 1-1. That's a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the 1st inning. In the air left field. Nimmo takes it in for the out. And there's 1 away. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. Swing at a ground ball, and it goes just foul.
Things aren't looking great for this offense right now, Boog. They need a spark. It doesn't matter who provides it, but they needed to save their season.
The high heat, too much on that one.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin.
That one is absolutely belted, carrying well. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's 6-2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Clemens slings to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. And the Twins plate one on the double. It's
Now pitching for
back now to start the bottom of the fifth, and taking over on the mound, Mason Fluharty. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Low inside.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Low inside.
And they'll do it again.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside. Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Low inside.
That one ripped left field. That's back there. To the warning track. Makes the catch. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Fouls one off. 2-2.
Sweeper. Low outside.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back there. See you later. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add on. That's their fifth homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here.
2 down. Here's Contreras now. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Steer ranging back. This one's going to carry, and it's gone. That one felt good. His second homer of the night. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in Game 4 of the ALCS. That's a walk. Went with the cutter again, but couldn't find his own. And next for Minnesota, Cody Clemens. Strike 2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Bader runs. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Over to first. They limit the damage here. But 2-round trip. We're back, and here's a look at how we got to this stage of the game. So up next, Spencer Steer. In the air out to center. Grabs it on the run. And there's one down. Foul ball. Broken bat, and it's popped up. Tosses to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. And now the right fielder, Addison Barger. 2 down, nobody on. High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swings and misses, struck him out. Nothing doing for the.
Now pitching for
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tyler Rogers.
Sinker. Low outside.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay throw. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Sinker.
That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Base hit! They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs. Byron Buxton, the next twin up to hit. Here's a 1-1. This one in the air, center field. Varsho under it, brings it in. Runners tagging from second and third. The run scores from third, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. So up next for Minnesota, Brandon Nimmo. He's got a couple homers already, so can he pop swing? And this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Hits the top of the wall. 1 run is in. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
Comes through with the RBI. Put a very nice swing on that pitch right there. Got one to drive and just kept it fair down that right field line and into the corner. And
here comes the manager. On the mound now, Braden Fisher.
Huge opportunity to add on to the lead.
Liner caught at second. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Kazuma Okamoto. The 1-1. In the air, right field. Bader settles underneath it. And a quick out, number 1. The Blue Jays with a lot of ground to make up late here in Game 4. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. To the right side, Keishel throws to first. And 2 away to start the 7th. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. 2-2 now. And that one almost got him. And that's outside it is ball 4, and he's on base.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the shortstop, Andre.
Kirk off of first with 2 away. That's a strike, and now it's 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Goes down looking.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Brendan Little back in Minnesota. This offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Man at first. So here's Bader now. Got him swinging. Ball to strike.
Ball inside.
Low outside. Overhand curve. Low inside.
In the air to left center. Steer under it. And there are 2 down. So up next for Minnesota, Victor Caratini. That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Anthony Banda.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
That one ripped left field. And that's a home run into the upper deck. And they cut into the deficit. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. The It's so tough to come in as a pinch hitter and have success. I mean, you really have to keep yourself locked into the game and ready at any time. So it's always impressive to me when someone jumps in there and hits it out. It's a huge lift for your ball club as well.
Next to hit, Ernie Clement. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Back to the top of the order now. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Spencer Steer. Ball to strike. The pitch. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. This one bashed to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. Another homer. It's their second home run of the inning. Here comes the skipper. They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Dan Altavilla.
Power slider guy, Boog. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Out to center. Buxton moving under it. And there's 2 away. Here's the third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto. 2 down, nobody on. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Up the middle. Save. Fantastic effort, but that extends the inning. So now pinch hitter for the Blue Jays, Miles Strong. The runner on first with 2 gone for him. And a 1-1. In the dirt. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for.
Now this is through for a base hit. Okamoto around third. He will score. It's 10-6. So a man at first. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Way inside, and that hit him. He had him 1-2, and new pitcher now, Johan Oviedo. 2 on, 2 outs. Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Eric Lauer back in target field. Let's take a look at how the ball's been flying today. Plenty of power on both sides in this one.
Yeah, games like this were so fun for me as a hitter, Boog. You grab your bat and head to the plate thinking, hey, could be my turn to go yard next.
So back to the top of the order. Luke Keeschel, the next twin up to hit. Here's a 1-2. On the ground right side. Fires to second for 1. Double play. That was some defensive wizardry.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
So digging in, Byron Buxton. He had and that is that. 4th game of the ALCS. And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH, George Springer. The 2-1. On the ground to short, Lee. Whips it to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. So now pitch hitter for the Blue Jays, Nathan Lucas. Looking to start something with one gone. In the air, right field. And there's two down. So they're down to their final out. Now the left fielder, Spencer Steer. They're down to their final strike. And that's it. The Minnesota Twins are headed to the World Series.
Congratulations to the American League champions. These players have worked hard all season long, and their hard work has paid off. Now, off to the World Series. This team can't wait to get it started.
And welcome to Baseball City. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Toronto Blue Jays. And the starter for Toronto,
Sinker.
Dylan Cease.
Low outside.
And Singy, he's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that
Low
repertoire
inside.
can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
That misses. 2-2. Swings through it for the K. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Low outside.
And now batting, Mike Trout. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Slider. Low outside.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Well struck, right field. And gone! That one felt good. And the Phillies take the lead. It's 1-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
So 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. Swings through that one. That missed by a lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Low outside.
Swing and a ground ball. Fires over to Guerrero. That ends the inning. This homer cuts into Toronto's deficit. It's now 1-0. We go to the bottom of the first. And on the hill, the lefty, Christopher Sanchez. Chris, how about a scouting report?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
On the ground, right side. 1 gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting second, the first
Vladimir
baseman,
Guerrero Jr. now.
Guerrero Jr.
Hard hit to right center. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first and hustling for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
1 out and a runner at second. Got him. 2 gone.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Kazuma Okamoto now at the plate. Man at second. Line drive. That's a base hit. Vladdy coming around third. Plays it on a bounce, and it deflects away. He scores to tie it up. The tag, and they get him. We move ahead to the top of the second now. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Trey Turner. Rolled over to third. Fires over to Guerrero. And quickly 1 away in the second.
Sinker.
The 1-1. The other way. And that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay. And that's a double.
Everything came together for him. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it.
That's down.
Absolutely
That's the ball.
smoked that ball.
Man at second. Fouls one off. 2-2. Tied up here in the early going. Fouled off. And they'll do it again.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
In the air, left field. Fraley takes it in for the out. And there are 2 outs. It'll bring up JT Realmuto.
High inside.
That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Bottom of the inning, and now for the Jays, Joe Adell. Hit hard on the ground to short. Turner with the throw to first. That's one out, the bottom of the second.
The designated hitter, Cody Clemens.
Swing and a miss at a slider. Battling here as he fouls it away. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Ground ball, left side. Boom. Throws on to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Now it's the shortstop. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. A dive. He's got it. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going. Hit on the ground to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Play made. That ends the inning. On to the third inning, and digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Slider. Low inside.
Got him swinging. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
High outside.
Swings through that.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Stays alive.
Knuckle curve.
And a
Low
1-2.
inside.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
So Trout comes up with the knock. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
High outside.
Struck him out looking. Phillies strand set for the bottom of the third, and now for the Jays, number 11. Here's a 1-1. Here's a high chopper. Turner throws to first in time. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. And a swing and a miss. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Chopper right side. And that one handled. Stott over to first in time. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a miss. And he got him to chase. Right side. Stop. Sends it to first. That is the inning.
Now pitching.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Louis Varland.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Four-seam fastball.
Trey Turner now.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Fastball. Low inside.
In the air, left field, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
Middle inside.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Knuckle curve.
2 down,
Low
nobody
inside.
on. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Onto the Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Alan Runhell.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Hit in the air out to center field. Trout gets under it. And there's 1 down. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Kazuma Okamoto. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. This one in the air, right field. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. Hard hit left side. Over to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That one gets down for a hit. And that extends the inning. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Cody Clemens. Quick move to first. Adele back in on a dive. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
The 1-2. And a swing and a miss, and that'll do it. 1 hit.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Blue
and
Jays.
there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Mason Fluharty.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run. Here's JT Realmuto. That one missed. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arm.
There goes the runner. The 1-1 is fouled off. One away, tie game, go-ahead run stands at first. And we're at the top of the 5th. Fair ball. Moniak coming home. He will score, and they take the lead. Tag, but he's in there.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Cutter. Low outside.
Swing and a miss. Went back to the cutter, and it was worthwhile. Now Trout gets a chance to hit. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Dives, but he can't get it. It's a foul ball. Got him swinging for the K. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. RBI triple for the Jays this inning. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Alex McFarland.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
On the ground to third. Boom. Throws on to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. The 1-1. And that one hammered. That's down. One hops off the wall. And the tying run is on base. Late with the swing there. Hammered on the line, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out. So digging in, Eduardo Sanchez. Looks like we've got a substitution at second. Coming on to pinch run for Toronto, Jonathan Clase. Getting some more speed on the bases. Bunts it in the air. And there's two away. Out towards right center field. Marsh on his way over. Brings it in for the third out. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Chase Lee taking over on the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Next to hit, Kyle Schwarber.
Number 59.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Circle change.
It's a 1-1.
Low inside.
On the ground to third. Fires over to Guerrero. Two quick outs to open the top of the sixth. Two outs, base is empty. Here's Trey Turner.
Sweeper. Low outside.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, number 66.
Still a lot of game left, and this game.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the tying run is on base.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
Now at the plate, Kazuma Okamoto. Hit on the ground to short. Turner. Over to stop for one. Over to first. Safe.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
So a change being made at first base. Coming on to pinch run for Toronto. Number 4, getting some more speed on the bases. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes in there for strike 3. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Now pitching for the
Brad
Phillies.
Keller gets the call from the pen.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
So now pitch hitter for the Blue Jays, Salvador Perez, looking for a 2-out hit with a runner at scoring position. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Turner. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Brusdar Graterol.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now into the game, Juan Yepez. He's the new third baseman.
Number 69.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Yepez.
Sinker.
And now it's 1-2.
Sinker. Low outside.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for Philadelphia.
He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Sanchez takes it in for the out. One away. JT Realmuto steps in. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Slider.
The 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Slider. Low outside.
Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3 double play. And the inning is over. Justin Crawford now in the game as he comes in as a new right fielder.
Number 80, Justin Crawford.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Andres Jimenez.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
In the air to left center. Trout coming on. He's got it. And there's one down. Here's the catcher to hit, Brandon Valenzuela. Fly ball down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Blue Jays down a run. Here at the bottom of the 7th. So now a pinch hitter, Edouard Julien, looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty.
Julien.
Here's a 1-1. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So the tying run reaches with 2 away. Back to the top of the order. And now the right fielder, Eduardo Sanchez.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Quick toss to first. Julien dives back in safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Kenley Jansen.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
That's a laser base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Phillies, Darren Baker. A runner at first for him, nobody out. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Low outside.
Got him. First out in the top of the 8th.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Number 85.
The 1-1.
Rincones Jr.
Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
Middle inside.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Laureano has a beat on it, and he makes the catch. And that is that. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Orion Kerkering.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. One up, one down. Here's Ramon Laureano. And a 1-1. Just a slow ground ball this time. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
The Blue Jays with the go-ahead run at the plate. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Up the middle. Turner with the throw to first. Not a terrible result as the tying run advances to scoring position. Here's Joe Adele. On the ground. Nice grab. Over to first. Nicely done for the out. So one hit.
Now pitching for
Back
the Blue
now,
Jays,
and on the mound, the
number
closer,
50,
Adrian Morahone. He has a
63,
great slider with tons of movement.
Outside.
That one fouled off.
Sinker. Low outside.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Slider. Middle inside.
On the ground to third, Yepes. Tosses to first, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
pinch hitting for Philadelphia.
Sinker.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Morahone, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a slider, a changeup, a cutter, and he works in a four-seamer.
Slider.
Justin
Low
Crawford
outside.
stands in for the Phillies. On the ground right side. And foul
Sinker.
ball.
Low inside.
Got him looking. 2 away.
Up next for Philadelphia,
Sinker.
the left fielder,
1-1 now.
Inside.
Mickey.
And a big swing and a miss.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to
Low
track.
inside.
Fly ball down the line. That one is foul, and he'll see
Low
another.
outside.
Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
For the
Welcome
Phillies,
back, and here
number
comes the
59,
closer, Joan Duran.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Way high.
Oh, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
That one fouled hard the other way. In the air, right field. And there's one down. Here's Andres Jimenez.
For the Blue Jays,
The Phils
That's shortstop,
trying to close out a one-run lead. And the home
Jimenez.
team trying to pull it out. Tap dances out of the way of that one. That one is absolutely belted. Should be extra bases. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. A lot of hitters tell themselves line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely. Really important at bat coming up now.
Fought off foul. Ground ball right side. Stott over to first in time. Blue Jays have just one out left here. And next for Toronto, Edouard Julien. The 2-1. Rip to short. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Phillies hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
Well, a tight 2-1 ball game. Classic pitching and defense in this game. A lot of good execution, and neither team really beat themselves by way of mistakes. But ultimately, it came down to one or two key plays to make the difference for the win.
big spot here. Bottom of the ninth, down to their final out. Swing and a ground ball. Just foul down the right field line. Wow.
Middle inside.
On the ground, out to short. Got him on the off-balance throw. And this game is over. And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.